Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. So today I wanted to talk about a topic about, smartphones that people don't really discuss that much when it comes to their smartphones. So I kind of wanted to touch on this, and it's definitely a subject that people overlook when it comes to people who are reviewing phones and promoting them every year, because the average person isn't actually picking up a new smartphone every single year. So that's why I'm making this video. I think it's okay for you not to upgrade your phone. I definitely think this should be normalized, where you're holding on to a phone for about 1 to even 4 or 5 years tops nowadays, because of the upgrades that are happening. We're seeing some improvements every year now. But yeah, I think this video, I definitely wanted to do this video because it's something that's been, in the back of my mind when it comes to, smartphones and, everything that they have to offer. So yeah, I just saw that this device right here, the Z Fold6 that I actually have right here, this is actually the 6. It's promised 7 years of updates, and it's only been out for a solid year now, and a lot of people are already promoting the latest model, which is the 7, which is to be expected. I mean, a lot of people do look forward to some of the most minute, most marginal, most like smallest changes when it comes to updating your phone. And yeah, it's thinner, it's lighter, but that's pretty much the main thing that it is. But when you're talking 7 years of updates on a smartphone, that means you can actually use it for that long. That's what it's intended to be used for. But make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video, because I'm going to be talking about my experience so far using the Z Fold 6 after about a year and a couple of months. And I'm just going to be talking about some of the improvements to the software, because this thing is going to get 7 years of OS updates. It's going to be supported up to 2031, which is crazy. And then it's going to get Android, I can't even 7 years from now. So the latest OS at 7 years from now. I just can't do the math in my head because I'm kind of trying to stay on topic. But yeah, you don't really need to upgrade your phone, but I'm going to talk about why in this video. So make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. And if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, so alright guys, so yeah, I'm going to be talking about this phone right here, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. It's been my main phone for the last month. Let's talk battery life. I kind of want to talk battery life right now. So right now I do have this case on it, just to show you guys. I do have this case on it. You're probably wondering, what are those stickers on the back of it? These are EMF stickers, which actually are supposed to limit the amount of radiation that comes through your phone. I don't know if they're actually proven to work or not, but the website was promoting that, and who couldn't use less radiation on their skin, or like on their body. So I have 2 of them right here to protect it on the case. But I wanted to talk battery life, stay on topic. But yeah, you can see I have my S Pen on here, the EMF stickers to protect against radiation. Supposedly, I can't promise that because I haven't done any scientific research in that regard, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, and you know what I'm saying? So that's why I have those stickers on there. But yeah, this device has that always on display. As you can see, as soon as you look at it, you're greeted with the always on display. And so one of the things you're gonna see on here when it comes to that always on display at all times, right here, let me just show you in red writing. So you're gonna get your time, your day right here, and you're gonna get the actual calendar date, which is November 6th. You're also gonna get your battery, I think this is the headphones, and actually I don't even know what these other two are, but yeah, this is definitely the phone's battery percentage, 60% right here. So you're gonna get all of that information on the lock screen. You're also gonna get the battery percentage right here. Your notifications are gonna show up right here as well. And so yeah, what's really cool is if you double tap that, you actually you could see a little bit more of the information. Like, oh yeah, so this is the weather. I couldn't see that like as clearly, but yeah, that's the weather. This is the phone's battery percentage, and this is I'm not sure what that 100% signifies, but right now usually I keep my phones always on do not disturb. I like the fact that they added the button here that allows you to turn it off and on from the lock screen, so that's actually pretty cool. But I usually keep my phone always on do not disturb, just because, you know, I'm a notification I'm not a notification junkie. I don't really care too much about receiving notifications every hour of the day. But as far as this phone's battery life after a year, it's been incredibly impressive. The optimization that they've done to it has allowed it to feel still like a brand new phone, and it definitely feels really amazing. You can see if I swipe down from the left, I have all my notifications, and if I swipe down from the right, wait, hold on. Swipe down from the left, I have my control panel right here. This thing is loaded with everything you need, from taking screenshots to always on display. I usually keep it on performance mode right here because I'm not playing games throughout the entire day or nothing like that. So I don't really need it to be zoomed in all of its performance. You have your Google Wallet on here, your secure folder. You even have Samsung DeX on this device as well, which is something that you should probably utilize if you don't use it. It's a really cool tool, especially if you don't have a computer. The Samsung Galaxy DeX is probably one of the best features ever made on a smartphone. I also really like the fact that they put the volume and the brightness toggles right here, so you can see it gets really bright, especially in outdoor sunlight. I noticed today, when you're outdoors, it automatically peaks out the brightness, and I do use it on both screens. A lot of people say that the outer display on this device isn't usable. For me, I use it every day. I like typing on it. I like the fact that it feels like a one-handed device when it's closed in the hand, and I like the fact how it's skinny, so it feels like it's not going to fall out of my hand at all. So I really do like that. But yeah, battery life after the entire day, even the work day, coming home, and it's about 7 o'clock, I notice I'm still getting more than 50% on here. So the other thing is the updates right now, and I also noticed I do get just north of 6 hours screen on time. I probably would get 7 or 8 if I let it go down to 0, but I always charge my phones when they reach about 30%. So yeah, at that point in time, I'm usually at 7 hours screen on time. So what this update is showing right here is, let me just zoom in a little bit right now. So what this update is showing right here is that we actually are on the October 1st security patch for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold6, One UI version 8.0, Android 16, 436.14 megabytes. And so yeah, you can see right here, this is gonna connect to download it. Let's go ahead and download it. And it basically says right here, it's just a patch. You definitely want to keep your phone patched in every update, so you can have that available. I use the side bar right here, this little pop out feature a lot. I forget what they call it, like the nav bar or something like that. I use this a lot, especially when it comes to toggling all my music in the morning, or just like trying to do like a dual screen, like when I put this on the top, this on the bottom. I use that a lot, so you could do two things at once. But you can see it already says that it's ready to install now. So that's pretty crazy. Another thing I really like about the Z Fold6 is the S Pen. Obviously, this is going to be enormous when it comes to productivity and things like that. So those are some of the things that I like about this phone. Obviously the 7 is out. There's some things that you would like about that one, but these are some of the things I like about this one. I still think that it holds a lot. These features right here, it still has the AI sketch mode. So right here it's showing you draw something or you just select something. I guess I'll just select the clock or something like that. Translate, generative, edit. You could do a screenshot, you could share it, you could pin it, you could crop it. Yeah, the pen definitely comes in handy when it comes to you know, you could actually highlight that. Writing assist, you have so the AI selection mode right here is really clutch when it comes to using this device. And then the other thing, you can take a screenshot like you just saw right there. Just disregard that photo. But yeah, you could also double tap, get the selections right here, and then you have this writing assist one. This is the first one right here. This one is pretty cool because you could actually sketch anything you want. So let me put the phone down and let's see if I draw. It says be creative, illustration, watercolor, pop art. It says turn sketches into works of art, restyle photos, or transform text into awesome images. So you could just start typing something out right here. Let's do the keyboard. And I use the Gboard on this phone. I just like the Gboard. It's way more responsive. You can see you can actually write with the pen or writing. So this is actually, let me see. Android character. Obviously you get the palm rejection, so it doesn't matter if your hand hits the screen. On the beach with a beer. Let's see how well this does that. Let's see, edit, enter. Okay, so generate. And let's just see how well the AI does, you know, create that image. You can see it did do that. It did actually do that. So you can see this is the image of the Android character on the beach. He has a drink with 2 straws. So this is yeah, this helps you create artwork. Obviously it's not going to be authentic, like made by a person. This is actually made by a computer. It's AI generated, but you could go ahead, share this or save it to your image library. And then I like to access my image library through here. And there it is. There's the picture with the lemonade in one hand. He has the beverage in the other hand. He's on the beach, the umbrella. This is solid creative stuff right there, that it helps you with your workflow if you're trying to get ideas. So yeah, let's just go back to the update. It looks like that was already and I noticed with this recent app panel right here, this thing is super quick. Like I like how the way they did it, where they made it flow really quick. It tells you your active apps up top on the left hand top corner, and then you have these 3 dots right here where you have settings to show recommended apps, if you want to pop that up on the screen as well. So yeah, this is pretty solid. And then let me just show you something as far as the update. Software update, download and install now. So yeah, let's just see what this device holds. It's only been year 1 or 2 actually, so I can't remember the exact date I got it, but it's definitely been a solid year and a few months. So yeah, my experience with this device is really good, especially when it comes to the battery life. the cameras actually have been pretty solid as well. I took a few pictures close up outdoors when I was in the nighttime, and I'll show you a couple of shots I took with this device with the cameras. I think the cameras do a really good job with this device. You can see right here, this is the percentage. So one of the things I like about Samsung is that the updates are pretty fast. You know, you get accessories that you could use with the phone as well with the 6, like the S Pen. Certain cases allow it to, you know, you to store the S Pen inside the case. It doesn't actually go inside the phone, but you know, it will always, you know, be attached to it if you have those cases. I actually have the tempered glass screen with the front cover so that it doesn't get scratches on the outside. So that's just something I like, because I like to protect my phone with a case. A majority of the time it's covered. 9 times out of 10 it's covered. So it's very seldom that you would see me without a case on a phone like this, and that's why I'm able to keep it in such good condition. And obviously the way that you protect it will determine how long, how far in the future you'll be able to use it. So yeah, you can see the update is 50% right now. So while that's going, I'm just talking about some of the things I really like about using this phone. And yeah, the cameras are a big part of it. I like how crispy the cameras come out when it comes to photos. When it comes to videos, they still come out really good. I take a lot more photos than I do videos on this, but you know, video cameras aren't any slouch, and you could also get some pretty decent zoom. It's not going to be the zoom that you would get on the S25 Ultra, but it's really good zoom, and most of the time most people aren't even zooming in that far on their device. It's very rare that you would ever need to zoom in that far unless you're on some you know, like really trying to just see something from a far distance, which, you know, it's kind of a cool feature, I'm not gonna front, but on a daily basis that's not really a feature that most people are using, but it's really cool to have that feature anyway. But yeah, so here it says Samsung Galaxy secured by Knox. Let's go ahead, wait for it to boot back up. It's actually on the October patch, but yeah, I just wanted to basically just talk about this phone, why I'm still using it, and why I didn't get the 7. I just think should be normalized for people to stick with the phone that they like. And yeah, this is one of the phones that I've always liked. Even on the outside display, it's something that I like. I like the narrow margin of the outside display because it's made for typing with one hand. I don't think it's made for typing with 2 hands. A lot of people type with 2 hands. You could type with 2 hands. I've done 2 hands on the outer display and I loved it. I did 2 hands on the front display and I loved it. So it's just I guess how big your hands are when it comes to, like, you know, what you're doing. And so yeah, I definitely like this phone a bunch. It's definitely really solid. You can see when you first boot it up, you still get everything on the front right there. Your always on display shows up. You could tap it and wake it up, which is one of my favorite features. What else? So when you unlock it, let me just unlock it. One of the other features that I really like about this phone is the one-handed mode. So when I swipe down with one hand from the bottom, hold on, it's loading. So it's finishing the update right here. They got like a new icon where it says next to the finishing update. You can see the new icon right there. So it's just finishing the update right there. So that's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, one of the things I do all the time is I do the one-handed mode. There it is. So you can see the one-handed mode right there. It says it's up to date now. So if you swipe down from the bottom, I don't know why it's there we go. So this mode I use a lot because when I'm using the phone with one hand and I want to actually reach other parts of the phone up here or on the corner, I could just shrink it, and it allows for me to access the buttons quicker, and then I'm just able to go back to the full screen or whatever. So yeah, definitely a solid phone. Another thing I really like when it comes to this phone is the mobile gaming experience. So I use this phone with many different accessories when it comes to mobile gaming. So that's just something I like to do when using this phone. So obviously you could open it up. It has gaming modes in here. It has the option to set it on performance mode just for gaming, which is something I do all the time. I love using this device with mobile attachments and accessories and stuff like that. I even have the OG S Pen that is really good on this, very responsive with this, the Fold Edition pen. And so yeah, I think this is the ultimate powerhouse phone. Another thing, it has Google Translate, but it also has its own translation app, which I use all the time to communicate with people from a foreign tongue. So it's the interpreter, and this comes in handy. They tap on this side, you tap on that side, and it's in conversation mode. And then if you want to switch it back, you can see right there, you could switch it back, but it's in conversation mode. And then you could turn it into interpreter live listening mode. But I like to have it in conversation mode when I'm messing around with it. And then you have this little tray on the bottom, which helps with your launching apps and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this phone. I definitely think that there's no reason to upgrade, especially if you're enjoying the phone that you did purchase. And I think it should be normalized that actually people just, you know, stick with the phone they like, especially if it's going to be promoted and updated and, you know, upgraded for 7 years plus. But yeah, hopefully you guys did find this video helpful in any way possible. If you did, smash the like button, show your support and appreciation. Just type down in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Namaste.